All right, now it's working. All right, good morning. What is going on the crazy earth? I don't know if I got the title on this one right or not. I just tried to do a video, but the microphone wasn't working. So, what is going on? Treason, right? Oh, this is huge. This is unbelievable. Right? How many people have they been killing out here? That is phenomenal. Like I said, it's been all over the news for a while. Like they're not broadcasting it outside of Indiana or anything like that. It's just a lot of people don't know what's going on down south in Indiana, and it's made its way up here up north. We're thinking it's a rogue military group or people that were in the military, some rogue thing or something, hell on wheels or I forget the name. I don't know, some biker thing or something. Gang war between the bikers and gang. I don't know. But I can testify to this with the Lord. It's nuts. It's pretty nuts. Right? LaGrange, Indiana is the next target. The fake Messiah is in Indiana. And a lot of people are upset about it. And I'm here to testify in LaGrange that, yes, these people that are here are very bad people. Now, we got some clouds coming in. Right? I just woke up and having a cup of coffee. We got some clouds coming in today. We got rain expected this weekend, maybe tomorrow. But man, I've been watching my regular YouTube. Let's check it out and see what we've got here. See what we got on our regular YouTube. I know they're saying Brian Koberger now was the new Night Stalker, like Richard Bramwell, whatever his name was. Right, Night Stalker. Yeah, I'm shocked that people think that it was his first kill. That's shocking to me. Right, big fight coming up this weekend. I think Nate Diaz against Jake Paul. That's going to be a great fight. I like Nate Diaz. Great fighter, man. Now, I seen the whole Brian Kohlberger thing. How they're saying he's the new Night Stalker. How people are how people are saying, oh no, this was his own. This was his first kill, and he hasn't killed before. I don't think so, folks. I think they made a big mistake. I think politics and religion is involved in it. Will we ever really know all the truth? No. No. I don't think they will ever find the truth. Me, myself, on this channel, we believe that he is a serial killer. Media is trying to cover it up. Politics are they're trying to cover it up. He must have had connections within the force, within the police force, and within uh, their little group, this brotherhood or whatever, right? So of course they didn't want you to know that he was a mass serial killer right underneath their noses. Here's the thing: were they helping him? Meaning they knew it was him, but he was killing for them. So therefore they didn't bother to bring him in, which is very possible. Very, very possible. I got some people trespassing on me this morning. We're, we're doing a curses. One of the two. But I think he is a serial killer. I think they covered it up. I think it has something to do with religion and the police force, or that little organization that Kohlberger uh, worked for, or was training to be one of them. He was training to be a criminologist. So, do I think maybe they covered it up a little bit and everything? Yeah. Yeah. Now, this whole thing in Indiana, they've been found guilty of treason against America in Indiana, the whole state. Uh, so, what's going to come of that? I don't know. There's talk about people don't give a shit what the police say or the government say, and this should have been done a long time ago and everything. But now we got Indiana found guilty of treason and killing people with throughout the whole. They're just incompetent. They're incompetent in Indiana, right? The whole thing is now that Indiana knew, the government, the state police, and everything knew that these organizations were in town, right? Killing people, the housing developments killing people, uh, which that was just on Channel 16 and 22 the other day. So they've been found guilty of treason in Indiana. Um, they're all screaming for Mike Pence to help. Mike. We're like, yeah, he's a fucking target too. So it's crazy. We're staying out of it. Is it going to be a chemical warfare? Probably, folks. That's what these people have been using. Mike Pence knows, right? Mike Pence knows that these people have been using biochemical weaponry to kill out here. I don't know, something or something down south, KKK or something. Is it getting ready to pop off in America? Yes, right. The riots are coming back, folks. The killings, the murders, the psycho are coming back, folks. They ain't gone nowhere. They just been sit. It's a cell. It's a terrorist cell. Soon they'll be released. Whoever's got control of them. But like I said, they've been found guilty. How many more are going to die? Probably a lot more. Not my fault, right? I didn't have anything to do with it. So I'm not worried about people like, ain't you worried? No, because I had nothing to do with it. So it don't concern me. And don't worry about me, folks. I'll be fine. Don't worry. I'll be perfectly fine. But they're killing people with disabilities. They're raping people. They're selling that junk around here and the white pills and all that shit, or fentanyl or whatever. Who I don't know. These people sell their own medication they get from the doctor. So what do I think is going to happen? Oh, I think it's going to get ugly, especially down south there in this little town. All over, really. I was kind of shocked when it was on the news that they found that whole storage unit full of buckets full of this white powder. They just could not know what people were dropping like flies out there. So I imagine it's about ready to all go up, folks. Right? The whole world. It's going to be great. Don't worry about it though. Everything will go good. Everything will be fine. Now, this whole thing with them hitting Trump again with another indictment. Oh my God. When does it end? When does it end? Now we know they're targeting Mr. Trump. And the reason is because they have not gone after the Clintons. They haven't gone after any of the other presidents that have done way more worse things than that. Right? They're trying to make sure What are they going by? Well, they're going by Nostradamus. That's what they're doing, right? They read the Nostradamus book, and this great man will come with blonde hair. And they're going by a book, a prediction. So they're trying to wreck Trump's life because they are going by a book written by Nostradamus, right? I told you folks, these people live in medieval times. It's time to get rid of them. It's time to get rid of them. They live within ancient times. It's time for them to go. This whole thing, it's time for it to go. Now I was watching Mike Pence the other day, and he said, well, you guys should read your Constitution. I can't read something from medieval times, Mr. Pence. Right? I don't need to read. I can open my eyes and look outside, people dying, people getting denied medication they don't need or need, right? And some of them don't need it, but they'll give it to them anyways to poison them. So we're hip to that. This whole system is going, folks, right? The whole thing's going. Very corrupt, very evil. Now, if you folks want to live by some fake ass Messiah, go ahead. That's your thing, man. That's your thing. You go right ahead and worship that fake Messiah. But your head will come off just like his is going to. So we're going to do it even here in this little town, folks. It's very corrupt here. A lot of people now are sick of it. A lot of these people took things into their own hands and created their own biological hazard material and are just spreading it all over. The cops, they ain't nowhere to be seen. The cops only show up when they're looking for somebody that's told the truth, right? When you tell the truth, that's when the police come looking for you. They want to make sure that that story don't get out amongst the state of Indiana. So, yeah, it's just crazy. It's just nuts. Folks, America is way past due for a war within America. It's way past due with its ancient medieval time crap. It's way past due. And they're stonewalling everyone, they're blackmailing everybody. All this evidence they got on Joe Biden, and that why ain't he getting indicted? What about Hunter Biden? All the drugs and connections that he had with cartels and boats and hoes. And it's the frickin' Catalina wine mixer, right? All these politicians that have been found, even some senators and congressmen, why ain't they in prison? Why haven't their heads beat? Why aren't we beheading these people? That's the thing. Why ain't they beheading these people? And one of them dudes in Congress and Senate is the son of that church dude. That church guy that was caught stealing and having sexual affairs, and he got up on TV and, I am so sorry that I have sinned the Lord. Right? Just raping the people left and right in the house of the Lord. Right in the house of the Lord. And one of these dudes are related to that guy that sits in Congress or Senate. So it makes sense how they're not getting taxed. They make tons of money. They don't even spend their money in America, these churches. They send it to other countries, folks. They tell you they're going to spend it in their local neighborhoods, but they don't. It's a proven fact they're shipping it all to some great eye in the sky or Messiah or something. I don't know. It's gone nuts. Everyone is dying, and they think it's funny. It's you know what the government's saying? Well, it's casualties of war. It's population control, Mr. Kramer. Right? It's population control. I was like, all right, go ahead, go with it then. As long as the government's behind it, right? God's behind it, right? It's population control, folks. So, what happened to these people? They're being hunted, folks, right? Our deals being cut. Yes. Now we are cutting the deals to make sure these people don't live. Right? They've been found guilty in the eyes of the Lord. They can say, well, the court didn't find them guilty. It don't matter what the court says. You folks have been found guilty in the eyes of the Lord. There is nothing. You can go to jail. You're still going to get killed. You can go anywhere you want. You're still going to get killed, probably. Right? They killed me. Surely they will kill you. Surely they will. As they did to the great father. But we got some clouds coming in, some bad weather. They are already predicting tornadoes in America this weekend. The barometer is supposed to drop to like 1,000. That's guaranteed. Guaranteed we're going to have some bad weather. So where's it all coming from? I don't know. Who knows? A lot of people are saying the crazy Canadians, maybe. But like I said, people been dropping dead here, Indiana, everywhere. So the Lord has found these people guilty. Uh, and I'm with the Lord. Guilty is sin. Guilty is sin. See, if you want to think that you haven't been marked by the devil, then you need to go to Venezuela or Guatemala, wherever that guy's running around tattooing people and saying that it's the Lord's people. It's not the Lord's people. If you folks think that you're okay and you want to live that way, then you guys need to pack up and go to Venezuela or Guatemala or wherever you're from, wherever that guy's from that they think is Jesus and he's tattooing people with 666. We're going to put a crater in that country, big one. I know he's saying, oh no, God said you went. No, we're going to show you folks, we're going to teach you folks a lesson. We will not put up with your fake ass Messiah shit. Right? If you think that you are free and clear because that idiot in Venezuela or Guatemala, where he's from, Cuba, I don't know where the dude's from. I really don't care. But we're going by the original Bible. And you folks ain't out of the, you might as well pack up and go to that country, because in the United States of America, the Bible has been implanted into your brains. And they have sold their souls to the devil. There is no saving that. Even Griff said that. Even the real Griff, which you guys, you love the real Griff. Right? Even he said they can't be saved. No, you can't. It was right there in front of your faces. You'd be smart to remove your tattoos, but you won't. Right? We will turn that country into a crater once we get our guys in there. And we ain't putting up with no fake ass Messiah. And we surely are not going to let the marked ones control our lives. Hell, we already got 3 movies in the progress. Right now being written, scripts, sets being built, right? No, not there. And maybe in another country, but not in America. There ain't no way we're letting this slide. And Indiana ain't getting away with the treason that they committed, right? Right? They're not getting away with that. Covering up the Delphi case and everything. The cops have been caught involved in it. Uh, Suspect in the murder of Abby and Libby in Delphi, and many more ladies. Here's the thing. I live in Indiana, so I know tons of women that are popping up dead down south, right? Abby and Libby are not the only people that died down there, right? So, you know, we know it's been going on for a while here. Um, there ain't nothing that's going to save this state, folks. Nothing. They've been found guilty of treason. Mike Pence didn't do his job. Hell, I ran into people that said they should have chopped his head off right on the White House porch. Right? That's what they're saying. This politics shit is real. This religion stuff is real. We got to kill it. That's what you got to do, folks. You got to kill this madness that these politicians and this crazy madness religion has done. Right? You got to kill it. It's foobar. A lot of people are saying, "Oh my God." You know, a lot of people in churches saying, "What have we done? We've supported this." Yeah, you idiots have supported this madness. You supported it, right? Your witchery, your sorcery, your little voodoo curses and everything. It's real. And yes, we're gonna destroy this world, folks. Yes, it's gonna happen. And we are praying for it. A lot of people are praying for it. They just want it to be over with. They're like, we're so sick of this torture and madness. And I don't blame you folks. You know, you got people saying, call your congressman, call your. They're calling people that are affiliated with the police, Congress. They're calling these people, telling them, you people are killing us. They know that. They're the ones that are already killing you folks. That's hilarious. Everyone call people that are a part of the problem. Let the vigilantes handle it. Let the militias that have been brought in handle Indiana and its healthcare system and its politicians and Mike Pence. Let them handle these people, this rolling thunder or whatever gang running around out there, whatever. Let the government take care of them. They've been all found guilty of espionage and selling out their country. I imagine the CIA will be talking to these folks, but a different way, right? They're treasonous, folks. Treasonous. But it was all over the news yesterday about this stuff going on in Indiana, and then Trump, right, being indicted. Well, yeah, it does. It seals his spot as president, right? The more they keep coming at him. Now, wait, when he gets in to be president, we are coming after all these presidents, the ex-presidents, right? They're going to come at Mike Pence big time. Mike, you might as well just dig a hole and lay in it, right? Once we get the right person in there, we're coming at this corruption that is proven to be guilty, proven to be corrupter than crap. They're definitely going to hit it, and they're going to hit it hard. So let this be a lesson. We're being eaten alive by these organizations right in our own country. Hell, even CIA, FBI is eating us alive. right? They only kill the people that get too close to them. Well, I don't care. This is a sign from the Lord, right? These storms coming is a sign from the Lord. This new sickness that's coming to America is a sign from the Lord, and it's going to kill a lot of people. You know, what's the most deadliest thing out there? Well, a virus that you have nothing to cure it with. A virus that you it's new. It would kill millions before they even figure out what it is. And that's the new weaponry we're going with in our military. Is the best thing is one you can't see, smell, taste, or hear. It's going to make a great movie. All these people have been found guilty of treason against American people and its countrymen. And the only thing is execution. That's it. That's it. Sorry. But the Lord's coming. The storms are going to get worse, folks. And the diseases coming into this country are going to be tenfold worse. Now, there is talk, I'm going to be honest, there is talk about making cannabis legal and taking it off of the federal list of being a crime to smoke, right? Which it should be, but you have to regulate it, folks. You have to check it. And you got to be very serious because these people will grow cannabis and spray shit on it, LSD, tick, all kinds of stuff. And you'll have people going crazy all over, which some people are saying a group of people got within the cannabis stores and were experimenting with their cannabis on people. I mean, it's getting crazy. It's really getting that crazy. And when it gets that crazy, being that I'm from a military family, I know when things get too crazy, folks, you got to handle the problem no matter what cost. No matter who lives or dies, you got to handle that problem. When it gets too crazy, before you lose a country, you got to handle that problem. And they are, folks. They are. And we're backing them. We are backing them. And we are backing extermination of the people that live here that have been killing people and trespassing on people in this small little town, LaGrange. Right? They've been trespassing on people. That is the truth. They've been lying, cheating, stealing. That is the truth, folks. These people have already been found guilty. They have a list of every single body's name that's lived here in 20 years. And these people probably will be hunted down and killed. Right? Yeah. And the churches out here, they want these churches bad. There's a couple churches that got burnt down. Right? They're tired of the crap. I don't blame them. Finally, everyone did what the government wanted. Right? Trump was out there telling people, stand up for your rights. Right? No, you had Uncle Ted out there telling people, don't stand down. Don't comply with the government. Finally, people listened and did exactly what they wanted. Right? They wanted people to stand up against these tyrants in America and small towns and cities and people and everything. And that's what they did. And now you want to blame them people for killing 5 million people or 8 million people or whatever. In America, I don't know. It's a catch-22, folks. So they have found a lot of these they are looking for the CEO of the landmark uh, association or whatever, right? More people dying out there, man. Yeah, I would be too. I would be too. So, being that I was raised in the military, right? I was raised around military men. I wasn't in the military. I was raised by them. I know exactly what's going to happen out here, right? War is hell, folks. War is hell, right? Now, like I said, I was never in the military, right? That don't mean I haven't done my job as a citizen when the government calls. You got to answer. I am a registered person. I registered when I was 17 to be in the military. You know? No, Johnson, nobody molested me. Nobody molested me, my family. Johnson, we're going to hit you just because you're an idiot. Man, whether you're a man or a woman, you've been harassing people for a long time, so you got to go. No, I wasn't, but I think you were, Johnson. I think you were molested by your family members, or maybe you were uh, a child molester when you were younger. But don't worry about it. They'll find you. You really got problems. You should go. You should go. You should get help. That's what you should get. But don't worry. We got some. We got some people that are going to help you, Johnson. Right? There's only one way to help Johnson, and that's probably a lobotomy. You just don't understand, right? I was watching Real Griff the other night, and he was saying these people need lobotomies. All right, Griff, we're going to start giving these people lobotomies. Griff's the great head of the association, so we will do what you say, Griff. We are going to give Mr. Johnson here a lobotomy, which I don't know if you folks know what a lobotomy is. They used to go through the nose, but now that technology has come so far, we just go through the eye socket cavity and scramble a couple brains in there with a long steel pick. And then they just slide it out, and then we wait for you to come around and see if it worked or not. But we will do what Griff wants because he's the almighty Griff. He's the almighty Griff. Right? Everyone do what Johnson and Griff are telling you to do. Oh, Johnson, no one's going to block you. You can say whatever. No, I wasn't molested by any. Johnson said, just because you had a weird uncle who molested you and got you a dishonorable discharge. I was never in the military. Does not mean you are a military family. Nah, we're a military family. No doubt about it. My grandfather got a 21 gun salute when he passed away here a couple years ago. That was cool. Seeing the guys from the VA vet office and all them guys come out, uh, casket covered with an American flag, and they come out and they 21 gun salute, baby. It was, I was about ready to hit the button and play some AC/DC, right? For those about to rock, right? But my family was like, that's a little too much. I was like, all right. But they came out, a whole bunch of guys, like, had rifles, and they did a 21 gun salute or whatever. That was pretty cool. It was a sad day, but yeah, no, I was never in the military, John. You couldn't pay me enough to be in this military. Another country could pay me. Uh, yeah, America's not on our greatest country list right now, Johnson. I'm sorry. Right, America's got a lot of work to do, and they're just not at the top of our list right now. It's the greatest country in the world. But don't worry, Johnson. Everything will be fine. No, I wouldn't go nowhere near the VA's office. I'm done with the military. I'm here to tell you they'll kill you quicker than shit if you don't go along with the program. And the proof is in the pudding. You got 8 million dead in America, and soon it will climb even higher. Now, see, this is what I'm talking about. Now, the government, our United States government and states are so behind. They don't watch the internet like the other countries do. Uh, the police do not watch the internet. They could have solved a lot of cases. They could have saved a lot of people's lives. But the police and the government, folks, are not up to par no more like the other governments. The other governments watch the internet for people that are killers. America don't. Now, they are building cases on some of these people on YouTube. Some of these YouTube that you folks crime video channels are affiliated with the government. They are watching them channels. It is going to get crazy, folks. Nothing I can do about it. I mean, I don't know how fast Griff can lobotomize 352 million people, but you're going to have to get started, Griff. Right? You're going to have to get started lobotomizing all these people. Well, it looks like Johnson's had enough. He's gone. Finally. He's got upset. So we are going to be going through this apartment complex with some troopers, stormtroopers. Don't worry, they're police, right? Of course, everybody today that shows up here claims to be police, but they're not. So you folks just behave yourselves. If the U.S. Marines come in and kick your door in, you hit the ground. You tell them you're USA citizen. I mean, some of your names on this list that live here. You're wanted for things. You conspired against America and its people. Some of you are involved in the Delphi thing. You ran from down south up north here, right? I know a couple of them YouTubers, once they found out we were looking for them, they split out of Indiana. Some people that we were looking for down south took off and came up north here, right? We're keeping an eye on them. I know the police are pissed. You can't do that. You can't do this. You can't do that. We did. We'll play Jason Aldean's song all day, right? Try that crap in a small town. And they did. So now we're looking for everybody. Why? Because we want everyone. Right? And I know, Johnson, you want him, and she wants you, or he wants you, or whatever it is. Don't be jealous, Johnson. You'll find love one of these days. Well, we got some clouds coming in and some rain today, later on today, I believe, or tomorrow. And yeah, yeah. Oh, and I suggest you folks change your name if you have the name Stewart or Jones, you might as well change your names. The word's out that that whole breed was they were they were breeding with their families. Bunch of sickos. Bunch of sickos. They wanted to keep that bloodline clean, right? So these folks had sex with their own families. And they wonder why there's so much problems in this country. No, I don't know. Go back to England and find research the Joneses and the Stewarts and the Smiths and they were sleeping with their own families. They're inbreds. Huh? What do you think of that, Mr. Biden? Huh? What do you think of that? Got a whole country full of nut jobs. May all glory to God, King of Kings. Let them Tazars fly. Would I be making peace with Putin? Oh, heck yeah. These people want war. Putin's evil. Putin's evil. Yeah, why don't you open up the books on your own country before you go and create nuclear holocaust? And I can guarantee you, Putin will use nuclear capabilities to save his country. There's no effing doubt about it. And there's shit Putin has that this world don't even know about. And he will use it. There's no doubt about it, folks. And I don't blame him. I don't blame him. You know why? Because America would do the same thing, folks. Even now, our congressmen are coming out saying, yes, if it got that bad, we would release nukes ourselves, right? So Putin is doing what Putin is supposed to do. And they should have talked peace with Putin, like Bobby Kennedy said. They should have brought him to the table and ended this. But the people we got in place right now, folks, they can't compromise. It's their way or no way, right? Nah, it'll be weeks before I finish that fence, Johnson and Johnson. It'll be weeks, months, maybe years, right? This is a union job. It's out for maybe 20 years. In the Bible. This demon put on you, right? I don't know what these folks are sending. And I'm not going to be famous. I know a lot of people want me to sign with them and they want to do all this and that. They've been stealing from me. They owe me a lot of money. And as far as I'm concerned, we're not doing nothing. We're letting this happen. The Trojan horse is here. Uh, I'm 1 for burn it down. We already got proof it's corrupt. We know Indiana's corrupt. Burn it down. Burn it down. You know, it's all you can do. Start over. A new system. Right? I seen Mike Pence revert back to the Constitution, and I was watching his interview yesterday, and I was like, "Yep, there you go. You want to live in 1776." That's why they're all complaining. Why are these other countries surpassing us? Because they don't live in 1776 anymore. That's why, idiots. Yeah, he was on there talking about, well, the Constitution. I'm saying, yeah, there was your problem right there. Continue to live by that Constitution and watch your country be surpassed by technology, by healthcare, by military. When you want to live in 1776, this is what happens to your country. You understand, folks? I hope you do, because there's a lot of new diseases coming that no man has ever seen. There's a lot of bad weather that's going to be coming to America like never seen before. And you folks, you got nothing. You got a whole country full of sick men. The rest of them are madmen, sold their souls to the devil. You got nothing, folks. You got nothing in this country that's good. Nobody. They're killing cops. They're killing politicians. They're killing their own military people. You got nothing in a world that you folks were brainwashed. This is worse than the Joneses. This makes the Jonestown thing that happened look like baby crap, right? It makes it look like baby crap. If they only knew. Now we are looking for the Earl family. Joseph Earl was a Nazi in Germany. His family came over here. So now we got to go through every single Earl. Right? Every single Earl. It's unbelievable. It's phenomenal. Now, well, I don't know what to tell you, folks. A lot of research on all this stuff, and it's just madness. Mad, 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 mad. Drove everybody complete cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Okay. It was compelling. I was like, nah, I feel for you, Mike. But there ain't nothing I can do. You put yourself in that predicament. I didn't. Right? It's not our problem, Michael. Do you understand? It is not our problem. Just like he said, it wasn't your problem that America was good. It's not his problem. That's what he said in his interview. It don't concern him. Well, I know it don't concern us, Michael. Does not concern us. You can't sit in that chair 24/7, Michael. Eventually, you're going to have to retire. And that's another thing. A lot of people are saying we got to change this system fast. We got people in there that should not be running and should not be calling the shots. Most of them are old. Nothing against the old, but the guy hit it right on the button. It's time to change the system, folks. Whether we do it peacefully or violently, it's time to change the system. You got people with Alzheimer's running the show, right? Making calls on with people's lives, the whole country's life. It's time for these people to go. Now, like I said, they can go peacefully and just step down. But you got people in there that should not, from 1776. I think some of these people are from 1776, vampires. And people keep saying it's over with. Right? I'm watching Joe Rogan the other night. I got some idiot on there saying China, another 10 years, China will be completely gone. And they think it's because of their population, because they had only one kid was allowed in. Are you crazy? China, as you speak right now, are creating kids. Do you understand, folks? China's not going anywhere. Who's this idiot on Joe Rogan's saying that China is going to be gone in 10 years because of its population, its age population? Are they nuts? China's bringing in people from other countries and stuff to stay there. Are you effing crazy? Are these people that nuts? China's going to be gone in 10 years. Are you kidding me? They're already making changes, right? China ain't going nowhere for a long time. What do you think, Johnson? Mrs. Johnson? What do you think? What's your intel on it? Go on, I'm listening. Go on. Mm-hmm. Really, you don't say. Oh my God. It's horrific. It's unbelievable. Yes, that's what I thought. You must have did the boot scoop boogie out of here. You just got nothing to say. I don't know. The cat must have your tongue. Meow. But here's what I'm going to tell you. Get ready. The world and America is going to be changing. Like I said, there's already new diseases on its way into America that no man or this world hasn't seen. I probably would surrender if I was you guys. Turn yourselves in. This ain't going to stop until Johnny Kramer gets justice. Or John Kramer, which is me. Justice for Johnny Kramer. Right? Now, a lot of people are asking, why did Johnny Depp do the boot scoop boogie out of America? Because they were looking for him. That's probably why. That's why he did the boot scoop boogie. He did the boot scoop boogie. So now that we have found Indiana guilty and its police force and everything for treason against Americans, trying to cover up a murder case of many women down in uh, southern parts and upper part peninsulas of Indiana, we have found them guilty of treason and against its own people. Uh, Grounds for termination, right? I can't help you, Mike Pence. I can't. I wish I could, but I can't. I can't help you. I can't help Biden. Biden has the choice right now. Biden could be the superhero. You hear that, Mr. Biden, Mr. Joseph Biden? You could be the superhero and save America if you use your head. If you use your head, you could be the one to save America. Although we know we got plenty of proof that you're corrupt, but you can be the one to save America. It's up to you, Mr. Biden, right? It's up to you. If you want to be the superhero of America, you can change this, right? You come up on TV, you can apologize for the corruption and let people know the devil was inside me, the corruption, I became a glutton. This is what we're going to do to fix it. Free Taco Tuesday for everyone in America. A bunch of checks and the greatest health care any country has ever seen, right? And America comes first, no matter what. You can change it. You can become the superhero. That's up to you. You ain't got much time. The election's coming up in 2024, which is right around the corner. You can change it. And that's up to you. But I don't think so. There ain't enough time. And they pissed off the Lord. And here comes all the storms. And here comes all the diseases that have come right from the Lord's finger. Just like the Ten Commandments. Just like the movie Ten Commandments. Right? Glory be to God, the true King. Right? We don't live by prophets. We don't live by these prophets. Uh, we don't live by pastors' words or prophets' words. Right? We don't live in medieval times. I don't. But these people still do. So we've gone into the future. I came back to let you people know you're screwed. You folks are screwed. Right? Keep living in 1776 while we go forward in technologies. And yes, I have UFOs. Are you jealous, folks, that I have UFOs? That I made peace with them? Are you folks jealous? Are you jealous? Nah, well, that's what you do, right? Nobody likes authority no more. The American people have sat by as we watched our family members die when the government says there's nothing we can do. When the doctors say there's nothing we can do. Why? Well, because your health care don't cover it. And now they're all pissed off because I made peace with these people and I have UFOs and massive weaponry and technology. And they're all pissed at me, right? Sorry. Sorry. If I want the earth to shake, all I got to do is push this button and the earth's going to shake. If I want storms, all I got to do is hit this button. And I got massive amounts of storms, right? I don't know. It's my movie. I'm going to kill all you. You're all a bunch of sick idiots anyways. Nah, what a glorious Saturday. Although it's kind of a little bit cloudy out, but what a glorious Saturday it is. Wouldn't you say, McGregor? Aye, Johnny. Aye, it's a glorious day, I think. Aye, you made it, Johnny. Ah, Mr. McGregor, I didn't want to I'm not famous. I don't want to be famous. I don't want to be rich either. Aye. It's a glorious, glorious Saturday. Glorious times are coming to America, folks. Of course, after the Lord wipes it clean. But it's going to be glorious afterwards. Nah, glory be to God. Johnson, there's not anything you want to say. I don't think there's anything to say. I think I pretty much covered it all. The world's over with, folks. Your America that you thought was the greatest country in the world, we have proven to you right in front of your faces, ain't squat shit on a stick. Couldn't protect its own country if they wanted to. Couldn't save their own people if they wanted to. Nah, it's okay. Don't worry about it. You'll all be okay. But it is a glorious Saturday. Excuse me. Excuse me. Nah, the madness continues. Keeping it real with Griff. You better get started on them lobotomies you were talking about. We got a lot of people to lobotomize. 352 million. You might want to get started. Griff. Just lobotomize them. You might as well get started. Johnson said something. Let's see what Johnson's saying. I don't know what I would do without your dose of morning doom and gloom. Well, get used to it because the doom and gloom is real. It's not me doing it, but we do know who is doing it, and they're going to continue to do it. And the doom and gloom is real. And what I love is we don't have to acknowledge anything. Right? We're pleading the fifth on everything. Right? Who's doing all this? I have no idea. I plead the fifth. Do you have aliens? I don't know what you're talking about. I plead the fifth. We could have swore we seen a whole bunch of them. I don't know what you're talking about. We plead the fifth. I have no idea what you're talking about. Do you think you'll bring these people into court, Mr. Kramer? No, I don't think I will. No, I don't. I don't think I will bring these people into court because I don't know what you're talking about. We plead the fifth. Right? Do you think we're gonna? I'll tell you folks this much. Right? If this new weapon don't fly, I will leave America gladly. But I know it's gonna fly. That's why I'm staying right here in America. Yeah. Ain't it great? It is great. Ah. Yeah, another day in America. Al Johnson. Now you can run along. You get ready for Griff to stop over at your house so he can lobotomize you. Yeah, Griff's people think it's a joke. I'm like, no, keeping it real with Griff is going on the road. He will be knocking on each one of your doors. He will be lobotomizing you right there in your apartment, your house, your trailer, whatever it may be. And we're going to support him. That's 350 million people we got to lobotomize. Can it be done? It could. It could be done. In what kind of a time span? I'm not sure. But we got to continue on this crusade of lobotomizing the USA, which is going to be tremendous. Right? It's going to be phenomenal. Most of these people on YouTube have felons, not one, but many. House invasion, all kinds of stuff. Legally, the police and the courts have said they're not supposed to be around weapons. But yet, there they are on camera, YouTube with weapons. Sorry, I had technical difficulty. I had the Kramer hotline go off. I had to answer it real quick. So what are we doing? Nothing. We're just sitting here watching. Everyone get your pizza, your popcorn, and get your lawn chairs and watch America melt down to nothing. Right? Just wait at your home. Everyone go home and wait for your lobotomies. Everyone go home and wait for your lobotomies. Keeping it real, a Griff will be knocking on your doors. Who is it? It's me. I'll come lobotomize you, crazy ass. All right, come on in. I want to give a shout out to all my great mods and Mr. Trump and the great mod Mr. Trump, the great mod Debbie Fox, and the great mod Bella Blaney. Oh, they're all great. The great David, but he ain't never here, right? I made him a mod, but he's never here. He's too busy doing something or aggravating other channels. I think we're on to Levine's crap, right? I think we're on to Levine's crap. Right? He just sits back and he laughs his ass off behind his little computer as he's attacking everybody. And then you go on his channel. Dave, you know anything about? I don't know what you're talking about. Must have been the guitar pedal. Nah, lay low and chill. Lay low and chill. Lay low and chill. You're under direct orders to stay home and wait for the griff to come to your door and knock on your door and lobotomize you. I've already had 4 lobotomies. I've already had 4 of them, right? They say I'm due for another one. I'm not sure yet. I'll have to look at my lobotomy mileage, see how far these lobotomies, right? Nobody wants to buy a cheap lobotomy, right? You want to get that distance out of the lobotomies. What's going on? Lay low and chill says, what's going on? Not much. Just another beautiful Saturday. We got some clouds coming in, some storms tonight and tomorrow, I think. I just woke up about an hour ago, having some coffee, relaxing, chilling. We're getting ready to watch the great meltdown of America, and we're all waiting for our lobotomies. No, we will be sending all this death and commotion and sickness back to these great people around here that it came from. Oh, that coffee tastes good. That coffee tastes good. Yes, we're looking all over the place, lay low and chill. They're wiping out people left and right. They're taking out cops. They're taking out everybody. It's craziness, madness. Nah, just stay at home, folks. Wait for the keeping it real with Griff. Wait for him to come knocking on your doors with lobotomies. Excuse me. Lay low and chill. What are you doing today? What's going on? We're shaking bacon. They're looking for some people in Angola, Indiana, the next town over, for injecting people with some kind of crap or something. There's a whole group of them, right? They're moving around. We got the woman that has been injecting people. She's an older woman that worked there at the clinic out there. She is here at this facility, and she is on the list. You're just laying low, lay low and chill. You're just laying low. Cool, cool. I might go. I'm going to check the weather here. I might go and do some painting today for a couple hours, but I might just let it ride, wait for this storm to pass, and then go back to painting. I don't have much left on that fence, right? It'll be done before winter, right? Of course, I am trying to turn it into a union job where I just stand there, like 3 of us just stand there and look at the fence with a paintbrush, right? It's a union job. God bless America, our home, sweet home. Lay low and chill. Are you ready for your lobotomy? I surely am. I've already had 4. Waiting for my number 5. You know, I don't have a problem with Griff. I don't have a problem with any of these folks. Right? I don't even know these folks personally. So how can you have a problem with somebody that you don't know personally? I don't know. Maybe the way they act. Maybe that's why people are so afraid and so scared of me. Right? I'm like, I'm just making a movie. I'm just doing what I'm allowed to do. Right? I'm only allowed to be Jigsaw so many times a year in my contract. I'm only allowed to be me. I'm only allowed to be myself so many times a year. So I'm just chilling, hanging. Hey, here comes Slim Shady. Can somebody ask the real Slim Shady to please stand up? Please stand up. Slim Shady, I hope you're doing good. I've been calling you. Can't you see I wanna lobotomy too? And you've been wasting all my time when you could have been lobotomizing me all the time. Nah, cut it out. Can I be in a good mood once? It makes me happy that the country's going down the tubes. Right? Makes perfectly sense. Right? Maybe we are doing what God, maybe we should be praying that America goes down the tubes, although it would be the death of our own people. But maybe that's why God is so mad, because America is not biblical or whatever. It ain't the Holy Land. Right? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe we're doing everything God don't want us to do. Maybe we're supporting the government, and the God's like, no, don't support the government. Support God. Okay, we'll support God. Right? And there is talk about legalizing the cannabis, which that should have been legalized a long time ago. There is talk about taxing the churches now that these people have just been blinding us, sending billions. The money they're collecting in the churches have ended up in the terrorists' hands and killing Americans. Go figure. So maybe we all should pack up and move to Israel, the Holy Land. Right? Maybe we should. Are they ready for a big 350 million people to come into their country? They're still upset at me because I wanted to put Jesus on tour. Yeah, they're very pissed at me. They're like, what do you mean? We're going to put him on tour. I can't afford to go to Israel. So I'm going to put the king, the creator of everything, on tour. He'll stop in each little town, each little country, each little place, so we all can see thy God Almighty. And they got pissed, right? They got mad. How dare you? How dare me what? Right? You keep taunting us with it's the promised land, it's the Holy Land. And we ain't got enough money to get there. Right? So how about we just put the Lord on tour? When did Israel become owner of God? That's the thing. That's what gets me. right? When did Israel or the Holy Land become owner of Jesus's body and will not allow people to? You got to put them on tour, right? Crate everything up, put them on tour, so everyone could see Jesus. Israel, you're so stingy, right? You are. They're so stingy with the Holy Land. Put some of the Holy Land ground on tour. Put it in a giant glass case and put it on tour in America. This is the Holy Land. This is the sand that Jesus walked on, right? Put it on tour. You folks can't own Jesus. You can't own God. So put him on tour. Does that make sense to anybody? Probably not, right? That's why I'm going on my 5th lobotomy, right? I've had 53 heart attacks this year, so I'm doing good. Getting a lot better. Doing pretty good, right? Thanks to God, right? Slim Shady, what do you think about putting Jesus on tour? Right? I got a lot of promoters that are asking, is Jesus going on tour? We want to book him. Sure you do. Everybody wants to book Jesus. Everybody wants to book Jesus. Look at my eagle up there, bald eagle. Look at him flying around up there. Look at him. You see him back there? Ah, glory be to God and the animals that he created. Glory be to God. B. Johnson said, a lobotomy might make you smarter, Johnny. No, no. After the 4th one, this is about as much as smart as I'm going to get. Although they are giving me a discount on this 5th lobotomy. And that's good because lobotomies are not cheap anymore. Right? So that's pretty good. I'm glad about that. At least I get a discount on this 5th lobotomy. I've been waiting for you. Ah, Big Dog status is here. Big Dog, get in line. Get in line. We got lobotomies going around today. Ah, that's smooth. Ah, we got them clouds coming in, boys. You're gonna have humdinger of storms this weekend in America, and then we got another round coming behind that. And then we got some hurricanes coming in, folks, and then we're gonna hit America with a traumatic winter. It's gonna dip all the way down into Texas, all the way down into Florida. We're gonna bust pipes all over this country. We are gonna make it a giant bathtub. Pipes busting everywhere and down south. Snow everywhere. Do you know most of the people out there down south don't even have a heater in their house? And they don't believe in heaters. Nah, don't worry about it, folks. You'll be fine. You'll be perfectly fine. La 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 la. Do 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 do. I am glad, though, that the people have found Indiana guilty of treason against America and its healthcare system, treasoning. treason with Medicaid and Medicare. I am glad that they have been found guilty of corruption and everything else. But this ain't the only state, folks. There's more states we got to get. Uh, and as Mike Pence says, it's not of his concern what happens. That's fine, but get in line for your lobotomy, Michael. Get in line. Get in line. Oh, the great Debbie Fox is here. Huh? The great Debbie Fox. Good morning, Debbie. Oh, sweetie, I'm glad you showed up. How was your morning? Did I get her coffee yet? I know I woke up and got into my face. Something happened in my Facebook. It will not let. Aha. There it goes. There it goes. Oh, sweetie, I forgot to. My Facebook is acting up. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, my God. Oh, I forgot to. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the great Debbie Fox, one of the mods. Let me get her some coffee. It's early. Let me get her some coffee. There you go, Debbie. For some reason, my Facebook, I clicked on it for it to open, but it says error. But then I had to refresh it, and now it's working. Yep, it's working. All right, just making sure. Well, you're up early today, Debbie. There you go, Deb. There's some coffee for you. No, you're welcome, sweetie. How's everything going today? You doing all right? Oh, the world's gone crazy. Now you just stay at home today. Wait for keeping it real with Griff to come on over to your house and lobotomize you. He's lobotomizing everybody. We're putting him on a crusade, putting him on a tour. We're putting Griff on tour. We're going to call it Get Your Lobotomy While You Can. And Griff will be knocking at all of our doors, giving us all lobotomies. You're good, all right. Well, we found Indiana guilty of treason, Debbie. We found the United States guilty of treason. And a great morning. We got clouds coming in. We got storms coming like never seen before. Of course, Johnson is here. He's Johnson like he always is. All right, is there any other questions from any of my guests in my chat? Johnson, is there anything you want to say before your lobotomy? Yes, Johnson is a ray of happy sunshine. Sure is, ain't he? He's been in here all morning, or she's been in here all morning, complaining about everything. Right? Complaining about everything. Like they got me. I'm like, no, we got you guys. You just haven't realized it yet. And people usually don't realize that they're screwed until it's at that point where they're screwed. Then they realize, oh crap, I'm screwed. I don't know. Who is Griff? Keeping it real with Griff is uh, YouTube creator. YouTube creator. Head of the Masonic Griff Masons and Lobotomy Group. Of course, Incorporated LLC. Uh, which he's going to be going on tour pretty soon. Which is great. I mean, like I've already had 4 lobotomies, so, and like I told you before, he's giving me a discount on this one, so that's always good, right? Right. And he does he does do deals, right? Like the doctors did back in the olden days when you couldn't pay money, you had to come up with some other way to pay. Uh, so Griff will take payment, food or yard equipment or whatever, right? Pack of guitar strings or whatever. So that's good because Griff is making the changes which this country can't, right? At least Griff is making changes and cutting deals for lobotomies. Oh, I am a ray of sunshine when I'm around people that are good. Right? When I'm around people that deserve to be good and have fun and laugh and joke, they get the best of Johnny. They get the best of the Johnny Kramer. Every month I give you the best of my love. Oh, 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 sweet darling, you get the best of my love. What's wrong, Johnson? Are you upset because I'm not singing songs to you? Here, I got one for you. Take this job and shove it. I ain't lobotomizing you no more. I don't care anymore. And I ain't gonna pay for your lobotomy no more. Ah. That's too early for singing. I got a lot of stuff flying around out there, man. A lot of birds, a lot of eagles, a lot of squirrels are running around all outside. That's not how I spell Deborah, but okay, that doesn't bother me. It don't bother Debbie. It's hard to bother Debbie Johnson. It's really hard to bother her. Oh, good morning, Debbie. It's wakey wake time. Time for you to wake up and shake that little butt. La da da. Debbie, how's your morning going? Why are you so negative every day, Johnson? I don't know. I think she's jealous because she didn't get a photo of me. I think that's what it is, Debbie. Do you black it up and spell it Deborah? Oh, so you're racist. Is that what you're saying, Johnson? that we're blacking up our names to be more black. Well, I'm going to tell you like I told Joe Biden. I'm as black as it comes, Joe. And he was telling me, if you don't like this, if you don't like that, then you ain't black. How dare you tell me I ain't black, Joe Biden? I'm the blackest there is. I'll tell you another thing, Joe Biden. It is what it is. And I know you keep saying, he said it is what it was. No, I said it is what it is. That's an old black thing from back in the 80s. It is what it is, brother. I hear you. Dare you tell me I'm not black enough, Joe Biden? How dare you? That insulted my intelligence. I'm as black as they come. How dare you? And that's it. That's the problem with this country. Is this government won't even acknowledge that I'm black. I know. It's crazy. But it is true. Is there anything else you want to say, Johnson? And that's what I thought. Debbie said, well, you can call me Deborah if that's your language. Exactly. Where are you from, Johnson? That's what I thought. Do you even know how to throw a baseball? Probably not. Probably not. Right? Don't worry, Johnson. We have ways of making you talk. Nye! Nye! That's what I thought, Johnson. You were one of the last Nazis that we were looking for that has been hiding in my country. Nye! Nye! Oh. Fubar, Johnson. You turn yourself in before the real Griff shows up on your door to lobotomize you. I'm sorry, I'm just in a good mood today, right? Just stay at home, Johnson, and wait for your lobotomy. Just wait for your lobotomy to come. Don't worry, this tour will be going on even out the East Coast. I am too, Johnny. It's a good day. It sure is, sweetie. It sure is. Bless her little heart. Bless her little heart. I'm trying to convert her to Kramerism. It's been tough. She's a tough little cookie. But each day I'm breaking her down more and more. Soon she will be Kramerized. It'll be a glorious day then. Now I have to do my morning ritual of hacking. I had the air. I don't know why I keep falling asleep with the dang air conditioner on. And then I wake up and I open up the door and it's 80 degrees outside. Back and forth into the cold, into the hot. I don't know. I'm here. I'm just letting everyone know I'm waiting for my lobotomy too. It'll be a glorious day. Lobotomies for everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be my political campaigning strategy, right? Get me in there and I will lobotomize everybody, right? That's pretty much what it is. Get me into the presidency and all you will get a free lobotomy. You can't, who wouldn't vote for me? Who wouldn't vote for me? All righty. Oh, she's so sweet. I'll tell you, my mods are so sweet, right? They're just sweet little ladies, right? They wouldn't hurt a fly. Ah, great ladies, right? Every man should have a women like these great mods I have. Ah, great ladies, right? Look at these great ladies. All right, folks, I have to run right down the street real fast. You folks don't have to hang out here. Uh, but I'm going to leave this video go so I have some content. I'm thinking about getting rid of a lot of my videos, deleting them and starting all over. I got too many videos, but I'm going to stay directed on good content and change it up. So I'm going to run right down the street. It'll take me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Debbie, if you have things to do, that's okay. I understand, but I'll be right back in 2 and 2. And Debbie Fox is in charge while I'm gone. Hold on, let me drink this coffee. That ain't my cancer. Johnson and Johnson. Sorry, you can send that back to the Mountain Gang or whatever they're saying their name is, whoever it is. I don't know who it is. I don't care. It ain't mine. I will be right back in 2 seconds. Don't worry about it. Right? And Johnson, let me fill you in on a little bit of history and science. There's been people that have smoked for 60 years, I think they said, and never got cancer. Explain that, Johnson. Can you explain that? I didn't think so. Now you just sit home and you wait for the grift to show up and lobotomize you. I will be right back. Debbie is in full charge. And Johnson, I don't cough all the time. It's only when you people send me that stuff. Right? I go out and cut yards, work all day, no coughing. I come back to this hellhole. Next thing you know, I'm coughing. So, or whenever I turn on YouTube, then I'm coughing. So we're moving production elsewhere, and we're sending all this crap back to the churches, back to these YouTube channels. In Jesus' name, amen, I pray. And I will be right back. Debbie, you're in charge. Debbie, if you want to beat these people down while I'm gone, if you want to lobotomize them and everything, go ahead. I will be right back. Love, exciting and new. Come aboard. We're expecting you. The love boat. Soon it'll be ready. All right, I am back. All right. Boy, something's going on in town. The police cars are all over. I seen there's a new police vehicle in town, gents. Uh, yeah, new police force in town. New cars, everything. And that's all good. Oh, you know what? I don't even know if that was a Indiana police vehicle. It looked like it might have been Michigan, right? I think Michigan's making this push forward down the south. Pure Michigan. There ain't nothing more deadlier than pure Michigan. I think they're making their push. Well, they own 20 or 30 miles into Indiana, from what they're saying. No, we didn't lick no boots. We don't bow down to them. Some of them are pissed than us, and the government keeps coming down and getting us out, and they're like, what in the F is going on? I'm like, I told you guys, right? My life is more important than Trump's and any religious man's, and they're pissed. Your mother lived in Michigan. I go up into Michigan all the time, right? Beautiful country. The people are fun. Right? I think that cop just came through town with his lights on. So he made himself clear that there's a new sheriff in town, right? And it did look like a cool police SUV. Right? Sheriff in town. He came through here with his lights going. Everyone's like, what is going on? That's the new sheriff, right? Michigan has purged into Indiana. 20 or 30 miles, I think, into Indiana. It used to be the 80-90 was the border between Michigan and Indiana. But now they own 20 miles past the 20 or 30 miles past the interstate, right? Which would put them right here in my little town. So they made the advancement into Indiana because it's actually Michigan's land. Yeah, war's coming. They got Indiana surrounded. Well, Indiana made it sound like they were ready for a giant war, right? When all this Delphi crap went down and the police were involved in it, right? People were saying it looks like it was the cops that are covering this up or something like that. All the chaos and commotion and madness. And I want to give kudos to Michigan because they did spring on that opportunity and did move 20, 30 miles into Indiana. And they're holding ground. And that police car that just came through might have been Michigan police. Oh. Nah, we'll see what happens. But this video is coming up on 2 hours. I got to wake up. I got to start moving around. They sent me some demon or something. I don't know. I got birds outside and my bird feeder just finches all over the place. I wish I can turn the camera and then you guys would be able to see these birds. It's funny, right? They don't come around. I open up the door and start talking. I got the screen door open, the glass open, so the screen. And I notice whenever I'm playing guitar or doing a video or talking, then they come and eat out of the bird feeder. Oh, there he went. He just flew by. I spooked him. I stood up and looked out the window to see if he could see me, and I spooked him. No, we don't lick boots around here, Johnson. Yeah, they'll eat out of the regular bird feeder. I got a bunch of mealworms that I put out there, and they'll eat them mealworms too. Mmm, this coffee is good. Debbie, what are you up to today? Well, I'm good to the birds. They ain't never done anything to me. They ain't never done anything to me. The squirrels, they haven't done anything. But I can tell them clouds are starting to come in. I'm glad I didn't get up early and go paint because that paint and humidity, it takes a long time to dry. So if I paint, there's a good chance it'd start raining. So I don't know. I don't know if I should take the chance. Maybe I will. Maybe tomorrow. Wait, not tomorrow. I think it's supposed to rain tonight and tomorrow. Maybe I will. I need to check the radar though first. Right. It is kind of humid out. It's going to get warm this afternoon, so I don't know if I should take the chance of painting. I'd hate to paint the fence and then it break out pouring rain, and it wash all the paint off. Yeah, the squirrels were out yesterday, Debbie. I should go by. Yeah, I'll check the weather first. But there are clouds coming in, so I don't know. They're I think they're saying I thought they I thought they said tomorrow rain, but that could change, right? It could rain tonight. I thought they said they changed. Originally it was supposed to rain tonight, tomorrow, and Monday, but now they changed that, and it's supposed to rain tomorrow with these storms coming in. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. You got cigarettes and Funyuns, so you are all set to hunker down. No, I ain't got no Funyuns. I ain't got no Funyuns when it rains. I ain't got no Funyuns when it rains. I ain't got no Funyuns when it's gone. Send that shit back to Dave and Joe. I ain't got no Funyuns. No way. I'm pissed. I want to shut the borders to everyone in Florida. Why? Because I've noticed We are being flooded with people with Florida plates up here in Indiana now all of a sudden, right? From Florida. Why? Well, because they're worried about it sinking, and they're worried about the hurricane that's coming and all the bad weather that's heading down south. So they're coming up north here. But in my movie, I wanted to shut down the borders to Indiana. No one in, no one out. Right? We're trying to protect our water up here, the Great Lakes. Right? I'm trying to get Canada on board. We need to protect our water. You don't want to end up like Lake Mead, do you? You want like the West and the South, everything's drying up? No. So we got to protect our water. I'm thinking maybe a battleship inside Michigan Great Lakes. Because this is our water. You're not going to contaminate our water. You're not going to steal our water. Right? Everyone's like, we'll siphon out the Great Lakes to put water in Lake Mead. No, we won't. How about we say we did, but we really didn't? Bringing in forces, troops, CRAM devices to set up around Lake Michigan, the Great Lakes of north here, just so we protect our fresh water. Right? I know a lot of you are trying to make your way up here, and we're like, no, we're not letting you in. We're shutting everything down. Yes, leprosy. That ain't the only thing in Florida. A bunch of child molesting rings and a bunch of kiddie porn crap. It's no wonder everyone's leaving Florida. They're trying to escape that. Kidnappers or whatever they are. Man, it don't look good for the East Coast, the West Coast, and down south. We're sitting good up here up north. Of course, we're using Canada to bring everything in. I do want to give a big shout out to you crazy Canadians for helping us. And this is how you invade a country. Try and stop us. Nah. Florida is trash now. Sad to say about my hometown. No, Debbie, she's so nice. It's okay, Debbie. We will rebuild Florida as much as we can. It's sinking into the ground, but the ocean's taking it over. But we got problems, folks. Delta Whiskey Bravo, Delta Whiskey Bravo. We got air raid signal. Delta Whiskey Bravo. We are tracking 2 inbounds. Whiskey Bravo, scramble, scramble. Don't worry about it, ladies and gentlemen. That's just the air raid. We got 2 bogeys that are inbound. We are tracking. Delta Whiskey, scramble jets. Oh boy. I see them. They're on radar. I do want to thank our country for tracking these 2 inbound bogies. Without the whiskey, we are diverting the 2 bogies coming in. We are tracking. I got a whole radar system set up here. They're diverting. Okay, our jets are getting to them and they are turning around. I want to thank this new radar system and everything. Anything that comes over this way, with siren goes off and our CRAM devices activate. They are turning around, folks. We have diverted them. I want to thank our great military Air Force that scrambled them jets right away. And that's how you run a country, Pentagon, military. I know everyone's saying, where are these bogeys coming from? We don't know. We don't care. We scrambled 2 of our best UFOs and they diverted. Siren is shut off. We are safe, folks. You can go back to a normal Saturday. Johnson, you're upset, ain't you? You're upset because you don't have your own radar system. You don't have your own air raid system. You don't have UFOs, and you're pissed. And you're upset because I won't send you a photo of me. A lot of women are heartbroken, but well, that's just the way it goes. But I want to thank everything. I want to thank the military school 5 minutes away from me. I want to thank them. Right, we're going to be setting up shop there at the school, military school. Plenty of room to do all kinds of film and set building and everything. It's going to be huge. I've been waiting for you like a monkey in a tree. All right, ladies and gentlemen, next week is lobotomizing week. Get your lobotomies 20% off, which is a great price. You can't beat it. But I've had enough fun for today. I got things to do. So I'm probably going to end this video. Debbie, I want to thank you for stopping. I want to thank all my great mods. Although a lot of them they hear most of the time, but I want to thank everybody for everything. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm trying to get Jesus put on tour so everyone could see Jesus. Of course, Reality with Griff is going on tour with his lobotomy tour. That should be stunning itself. Of course, we got Benny Keys going on tour, right? He gang bangs, but he don't gang with the bang bang and the chitty chitty bang bang. He's going on tour. Sure, we're putting Ernie on tour. Everyone's going on tour so the world can see the great crazy madmen themselves. Right? We'll stop at every little town. They'll all be put on tour. It's going to be huge. It's going to be great. Phenomenal. Unbelievable. Now, hold on. I have to relieve myself of all this coffee I drank this morning. All right, folks. Now, well, I'm going to end this video, but let's see what Johnson had to say. And so ends another episode of Johnny's Gibberish. Yeah, look outside your door. Right? We'll see how much gibberish it is when someone's knocking on your door to lobotomize you. Right? As the sun sets slowly in the west. If you're in the west and the sun is already setting, you got problems. Oh, thank you, Debbie. So nice. Huh? What a nice lady. What a nice lady. And that goes for all my mods and everybody out there. God bless everyone. Enjoy your Saturday. Now, folks, keep an eye on the weather. It can change in a heartbeat. They can tell you they're not going to have storms, and just like that, a storm will pop up. You can't predict the weather. So keep an eye on the weather this weekend. It's supposed to get pretty bad. They are predicting there are going to be tornadoes, a lot of them in America. So everything's going as scheduled. Hunker down and wait for your lobotomies. What a glorious day it's. We should make this lobotomy day, right? Like a holiday or something. Why not? Right? Sounds good to me. Why not? Right? But also offer the people something free, like a taco, right? Here's a free taco. Can we lobotomize you? I guess so. It's a taco. And this is what we got to look forward to. I don't know who sent that crap to me. I don't know what they're doing. It's evil. Now, folks, I got a lot of stuff to do. Debbie said, I love Johnny's gibberish. Oh, she's so sweet. Then she said, thank you for gracing us with your presence, Johnson. Oh, Johnson. Johnson and Johnson. Yes. Not everybody loves Johnson, right? I guess so. And it's all right. Don't worry, the world will go on, Johnson. Now, enough of this Jonestown world we live in and the madness that they've created, and all this stuff is going to make Jonestown look like baby crap. But don't worry, everything will be fine. Now, I want you folks to have a great day. I want everyone to have a great Saturday, and tomorrow is the Lord's Day. Your love for Johnny warms the cockless of my heart, Debbie. Boy, you're sick. We're going to push you up from number 20 lobotomy to, you're going straight to the top, Johnson. You're number 1. Real Griff, there's your first stop. Johnson & Johnson. There's your first stop on your lobotomy tour. Now, I want all you folks to have a great Saturday and Sunday. Keep an eye on the weather. God bless America. What's left of it. And let's keep pushing forward. Let's not stop this crusade. Let's not stop this invasion of Indiana. Push down farther into the South. Victory. I always loved victory. The smell of it. It does smell like cow poop, but that is victory out here in the country. Victory. All right, you folks have a great day. My day is done. My videos are done. I'll see you in a week or so. Have a great day, and most of all, thank you very much.